All right.
How many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more days, kids, then I'll have my my 3070.
Oh yeah. Yep. Lucky me that I
Gotta
already
love my
had my
friend.
3060 already in here like months ago.
Well, I'm happy with my friend because I was like, we were looking at Newegg. They have that Black Friday deal.
Mm-hmm.
So this 3070 original price was like 675. Then with the Black Friday deal, it dropped it to like 615. And then with my friend account, it dropped to like a flat 600 with free shipping. And I was like, you know what? Look it.
Yeah.
I'll take this.
Well, all right. Let's start the show. So, welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving. For us, we just had our Thanksgiving, but this will come out on a Monday. So yeah. Hopefully by then everyone had their filling, like literally, with the leftovers and all that stuff. Very very briefly, I actually visited my uncle and cousins and stuff like that for the first time in like what 2 years. So, been a hot minute, but it was good to see them having a turkey. Do you do like the very very classic Thanksgiving? Sort of sorts of food. I had my fill. You know, my uncle cooked that turkey to perfection. It like even the white meat was not dry. Like let me just put it that way. I think my uncle is pretty good with turkey. Yeah. Um. What about you? How was your Thanksgiving? Real briefly.
It was good.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to cut back with a lot of food because it was just only me, my sister, my mom, stepdad, and my grandparents.
Mm.
Oh, and my sister's boyfriend. Oops. And my sister, well, my mom loves to cook, so we kind of had to ask her, like, please don't,
Mm-hmm.
don't go crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
It
Well, that's
was
good.
good. Sad to say there was no alcoholic beverages.
Oh, boo.
I know.
Let me play on my the smallest violin, as Mr. Krabs would put it. But um, yeah, it was nice. It was nice. I think so. So it was pretty awesome to kind of sit down with with a lot with the family. Yep. So it was pretty nice. All right. Well, while we were eating turkey, fighting game fans actually were pretty good on the eating because we got quite a drop on some games. So, Multiverses, let's start off with that. Got their character, a new character, which is Marvin the Martian. Right? Eric Eric Bauza is voicing the character. I think he's out now at this point. I could be wrong, but Marvin the Martian is confirmed, or has been confirmed to be in Multiverses. I think there is a video. Well, I mean, we'll just let's see. There was something about Marvin I saw. It was like, oh, here's like a video of some combo starters potentially for Marvin or something like that, and Tony Hun or Hyun, I forget how you pronounce his name, but liked it or something like that. Let me look it up real quick here. Yeah, he's an assassin type character, so let me see. Oh god. I can't believe Looney Tunes actually tweeted that out, but anyway, it was some weird odd kind of like a unintentionally odd looking tweet involving with some really really fat um, Looney Tunes characters. But anyway, let's not get too distracted by that. Where was it? Had a week. I mean, there's people playing it in a little local tournament. So
He wants that downer spike to kill with Marvin, but it might not be enough on this stock. Ooh, kick, 109. Will this be a kill? Yes, it is.
oh my god, that was like
Downer spike to kill with Marvin,
Wait,
but
what?
it might not be enough on this stock. Ooh.
oh okay. So here, the 99
Will this be a kill? Yes,
Marvin
it
died.
is.
So yeah, okay. So that's kind of typical. But I forget where it was though. Sorry about this. Hold on. I'm trying to be quick as possible because Zawa's gotta go watch Wakanda Forever. So gotta.
I just hope he has the kaboom. There was an overshadowing kaboom.
Yeah. Oh man, that's such a great line. Let's see.
Best sports racing, Gran Turismo 7.
Where?
Look how fast his eyes was like, ooh.
What?
My language.
Yes. And you kind of get an idea of what Marvin does, but hold on. Maybe he deleted it or something. I can't find it. It's weird. Anyway, so
It's non-existent.
non-existent. Unfortunate. All right. Well, just know that
404.
yeah, just know that Marvin is in the game. So I mean, I like Marvin the Martian. I liked it. I definitely remember watching him as a little wee lad, in the cartoons. And then of course, he was also in Space Jam as the referee or something like that. So the first Space Jam, that is. Now let's all play fair.
Let's all play fair.
And then boom,
Foul,
he got
penalty,
elbowed.
I know he's motherfucker foul.
Motherfucker got elbowed right after that, man. Poor Marvin. But yeah, anyway. And I like the gags that those like segments always had. Like I think there was like a gag always with like oh, here's this gun 2000, right? And then here's this gun that destroys that gun 3000 or something like that. It's like a disintegrating gun. And then there's someone with the disintegrating gun and he pulls the trigger. The gun just dissolves. Like what? Oh man. Those were great. Those are great. What do you think? What do you think of Marvin though as a choice for multiverses?
I mean, he is one of the well-known Looney Tunes characters.
For
so
sure,
it's
for
a good pick.
sure.
But if they really wanted to go like far left field or whatever,
Yeah.
they should have chose what's her name? Helga? Hazel, the witch?
Oh, yeah.
Or fuck it, put in Granny.
Yeah, Granny. Yeah. I feel like they could put Granny in there.
And all of her like smash attacks is like she's throwing like Sylvester.
I know, right?
All upon Tweety.
I feel
It's like, wait.
See, I feel if they're gonna add any of those characters, I think they're all gonna be together. Like Granny, you have Sylvester, and you have Tweety, so that way you have all the characters, and it also makes it a little more unique because we already have Tom and Jerry kind of like already trying to chase each other or hit each other or whatever, right? That's that whole gimmick, right? That they're trying to like one up each other in the entire match. But it happens so that everyone else is around them getting hit. But with Sylvester, Tweety, and Granny, right? That'd be like a three-way or something. So that could be pretty funny of itself. Somehow. But yeah, Marvin is in there, so it's pretty cool. Someone else has made into a different game, and that is good old Sin. Sin has made it back into Guilty Gear Strive. He is a beefy boy, like even beefier than before. If he wasn't beefy enough already.
I'll say sorry in advance. In case I make you cry.
He still hasn't put down his fucking flag.
Yep.
Hey, what's up? Let's see what you got. Let's get this over with. Mom's waiting. You know your timetables yet? I do. Oh, come on, old man. Stop pulling your punches. Best victory.
It looks like his reach isn't as crazy as before, though.
Tasty. The battle's over. We're friends now, right? Energetic folks are great, but strong folks are even better. Now time to heat up. All right.
Yeah, he only has that move as his long-reaching move.
See that?
I
Tyrant.
just want to hear like dad. Yes, yes.
That's my line, Dad.
Other dad.
Yep. Well, if you look into the story, it's funny because of what Kai is technically is to Saul, but I would want you to look into that yourself. So, because I mean, essentially, Saul is like he's kind of like the daddy of the gears, right? So
Yeah.
you can kind of piece that together from there. And of course, he's already out. I think he just came out yesterday as we record this. So yeah. But yeah, it's funny though because right now, as someone on Twitter pointed out, oh, it's the blonde characters are dominating the thing or whatever, the pass. It's just two blonde, relatively blue-eyed characters. Bridget is a little more green, but whatever, it's still bluish. But yeah, I just think it's funny. We're having this like phenomenon again because this happened with Street Fighter V, where like early on, I think a lot of blonde characters were coming into the game. Happened so, including Alex. We had Cuddy, we had Cammy, we had Ken, and yeah, and then later on we had Falk, and then so on and so forth. Which I thought was pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, what do you think of Sin as an addition at this point?
The family. No, the family's not all here yet. We're still missing Mom. Right?
Missing who?
Is Dizzy in the game?
Oh, not yet. So yeah,
Yes,
we'll have to wait for Dizzy.
The family's not here yet.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably at home,
Mm-hmm.
bulking out and ready to return.
Yeah. Dizzy, I think Dizzy will make it in there because she's super popular. So they're just saving her for either for the end of this pass or pass 3 or whatever, season 3 pass. But yeah, he still eats the meat. He still has a hunger meter. I think it works differently a little bit, but it's still like Sin. At the end of the day, I think from what I've gathered. But it looks like he's not as, like I said, he's not as crazy, but he's still like.
No. Yeah, he
still
got toned down.
He got toned down, but he's still Sin. I like his design. I like the tank top thing, and then he has his jacket tied around his waist. I like that kind of look. Always.
That's the real That's real 90s, everybody.
Yeah, that's pretty 90s. Yeah.
I don't want to carry my jacket around.
Yeah.
Ties around waist.
Yeah. It creates that like a waist cape kind of look, So
yeah,
a little bit like a kill, kind of a little bit like a warrior skirt kind of thing. It's kind of weird to say, but you know what I mean, like a lower half cape. Let's put it that way. Which I'm a bit of a sucker for when it comes to like fantasy games. So because during my very brief time with Phantasy Star Online 2, whenever that came out first on PC, I a somewhat of a like a wascape thing. So yeah. But yeah, cool to see Sin back in there, and now Ram and Sin can have their fills here, I guess. Well, they're siblings, I guess, technically, because of what happened in the lore. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, but yeah, cool to see Sin back in there. I'm not so opposed to Sin. I think he's fine as a character. Pretty funny. But he beefy. Yeah, that's for sure. He got some gains between 1 and 2. Or no, what is it? Exert and Strive. So.
I mean, with all that meat he's been eating.
Yeah, I know, right? All that protein finally like kicked in, right? So that is the thing.
Yep.
All right. Last one, I believe. This does involve with another game, which is KOF 15. They now fully like announced season 2 in a way. This just came out very recently. This trailer. Character refinements, so character patch. Looks like Billy Kane can do more stuff. Shingo for January. And then for spring we get Kim Capwan. Yep. Crossplay. That's still incoming. Open beta test for spring. Crossplay, and then more DLC characters. So it looks like there's gonna be 5 more. That's crazy. That's a lot of characters coming because there's Kim, there's Shingo, and then you have 5 more characters. That's like, oh, that's a lot. And then on top of that, we have a little promotion for Samurai Showdown with the rollback netcode edition in there.
Switch again, everybody. Rollback netcode is not a flip on the Switch. They pretty much had to dive deep into the code.
Yeah, they had to like rip it out and then put it pretty much like fit the rollback netcode into the game, which is not easy for 3D games anyway. So that's why they're doing
Frankenstein the damn thing.
Yes, Frankenstein the thing. So that's why you got to do all the tests, right? That's why it's good to have all the open beta tests. Just get all the bugs ironed out, or most of them anyway. All the bad ones ironed out.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But it's good that they're trying. That is really good. Nice to see. So yep. Any comments though for the other stuff that we just saw? KOF 15.
Who do you want to see in one of the 3?
Oh, in this one, in this silhouette, or in this particular silhouette. Oh man.
Let me make it easier. A KOF fighter or a guest character?
Oh, ooh, man, that's a tough question. Actually, that's even tougher because you're just like, all right, well, you want to see a KOF character, or do you want to see another character from another game? I mean, I would like to see Metal Slug in there, Metal Slug characters in there. That'd be really cool. That would kind of like tie in, kind of like complete, because like Ralph, Clark were also featured in a Metal Slug game, I think, in somewhere. I think so. So I think that would be pretty fun to have Metal Slug characters in there. I don't know if we need 3, but at least 2. If 2 would be pretty nice. If not 1, I don't know. Maybe like you have the one Metal Slug character and you just have like a bunch of skins or something like that of the different individual characters from that game. That would be pretty cool. A little tricky for the male and female, right? Obviously, but I don't know. maybe have one male, one female, and that's it. You know, and then swap to whichever character you want. But other than that, I would like to see at this point, oh, what was that sports team? Yeah, I had like a football player, a boxer, and someone else. There was a team like that. I forget what their team was. But anyway, yeah, I want the sports team in there just to see, like, just for the sake of, like, I don't know, just to see them, right? But Vice and Mature for sure. That'd be kind of cool. Because we already got Rugal in there. So kind of like, I don't know, it's like a nice little reunion almost. Who else, right? Yeah, I mean, just the top of my head, that's pretty much it. But Goro, I want to see Goro. I want to see that, the big judo guy. I like to see him in there.
You just want him to do this.
Yeah,
Little boy. He's like, oh god, I'm sorry.
Oh,
He's
like,
like,
yeah, when he opens his eyes, you know shit's gonna go down. When he fully opens his eyes.
it's like, oh god, he's awake.
Yep.
What do you mean he's awake?
Yep, he's awakened his power, his full power. That's pretty much what it is. Yeah, that's kind of what I got in my right on top of my head. Anything for you? Any guest characters?
Street Fighter.
Okay, if you want to like go beyond SNK, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yep.
Okay.
Just slap him. Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Put in because we have Terry in Smash. Ooh, a Nintendo character would be nice too. To just,
Oh man,
like,
that is
like-
man.
I mean, there's 3 characters already, so just have one Nintendo, one Capcom, and then another SNK. Just have that holy like handshake.
Yeah,
Go, like,
the Trinity. Yeah.
Shake our hands.
Mhm. That's like that is reaching for the stars, my friend. But hey, I mean, if it happens, cool, man. But
I mean, if no Street Fighter, then maybe a Dead or Alive character, since again, my Shiranui was already in. DOA.
oh, you're right. Yeah. I kind of forget. I kind of forget sometimes that happened. But yeah.
To which, if they do bring a DOA, it's probably gonna be one of the female fighters.
Yeah, like
Most
Kasumi,
likely.
of course, female, but like Kasumi,
Yeah.
there's Tina, there's a lot. Like, who was the French one? Like
And-
Helga or something like that.
Helena.
Oh,
and,
Helena, that's what it was.
Ayane.
Yeah.
Actually, Tina would be good since there's like a good balance of wrestling characters in KOF.
Yeah. Yeah, it's either
So she-
Kasumi or Akane or what's her face? Hitomi and yeah. A lot of those characters. Neo Tengu will be pretty cool because got the wings and everything. A Momiji would be nice.
But to put Tengu in KOF, you know how much like idle like animation she will be having?
I
just
know,
for
right?
freaking
She's like, but yeah, the budget will be kind of out of control in comparison to other characters, anyway.
But if it's a wrestling, Tina could fit in with what Blue Mary and King of Dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm. There was
You
one,
go straight
yeah,
wrestling.
right. There was one other wrestling character in DOA that's female. I think it was like Mariposa or something like that.
Oh, Lisa.
Yeah, was it Lisa? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of characters in there that
Yeah.
could come out from that collaboration, definitely. I would
Right,
laugh if
so-
it was actually not a female character. They pick someone like Bass or Bass, whatever his name is, or like
They put in Ryu Hayabusa, and it's like you're
yeah,
staring at
it's
like,
like what? Like
how the
so,
hell did you get the budget?
yeah. So is this for Ninja Gaiden? Is there a DOA? Like it's both, I guess.
It's like, how many licenses are you paying? One or two?
Yeah, yeah. Just trying to like think of anything else. I mean, maybe if we're gonna go Tecmo Koei, like or Koei Tecmo, Neo, like that one, the guy from Neo, is it William? Or is it? I forget his name. Yeah, the protagonist for Neo would be kind of cool, kind of neat. Because you have Hamaru, right, who's a samurai, and then you have like the Western samurai kind of character ish, you know.
Yeah, fuck it. Put one of the Rangers from the Power Rangers game. Just throw one of them in. It's gonna fit.
Yeah, potentially, because especially if if they're inspired from the Battle for the Grid, that'd be kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Funny that you brought up Power Rangers because we are going to be talking about that bit of news later on.
We're gonna dive into that, people.
Yes.
Get this Kleenex ready.
Yeah. But nonetheless, though, KOF is coming along with Strive and Multiverses, of course. So that's good to see that fighting game stuff has happened one way or the other for this time around. All right, let's bust out the old tissues soon. But first, we're gonna talk about Yuji Naka. So last week we briefly talked about Yuji Naka because there was breaking news. Like it was happening like at that, like right there and then and there. But what happened was Yuji Naka was that he was arrested for what appears to be inside trading. So I'm not sure if it's like info for in terms of like stock or something, or in terms of like info for like games. Like he was like trading information for something, you know what I mean? Like for the sake of stocks or something like that. I think it's like either the two or something like that. I'm like probably like just right there on the cusp of getting it right, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, what did you make of this bit?
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the trading better be this freaking good for you to like get thrown in jail.
Yeah. Do you have an understanding of what inside trading is? Cause I'm like not 100% sure like what the gist is, I guess you can say. I know there's like information being traded involved, but is that what it is? It's just like, oh, you're just trading secret information for like, I don't know, like stock or money or something.
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
Oh, okay.
You're trading valuable information
Okay.
for a buyer to use as pretty much blackmail down the line.
I see.
Or not even, well, also blackmail, but also on the cusp of like, let's say Capcom was making a new engine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the workers is like, hey Square, I have a little shit, you want to see? Just go. And then Square kind of like copies the code and stuff.
Oh, okay. So that's like okay.
They copy the code, but then they modify it to make it look like it's
theirs. Okay.
theirs. Yeah. So, but it's mostly on very sensitive material,
Right.
and information.
Right, for the sake of money or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. money or stocks.
Yeah, just some financial gain of sorts. Okay.
Yeah, because it can also be like to kind of get ahead with the stock market. Like you could be like telling like information like, oh, we just bit the dust on this, big gig that didn't fall through, so our stocks are going to plummet.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen it's going to happen around here, around.
Okay, I see. So it's like it's almost like you're telling the forecast of a stock to somebody, right? With
That's one of
base,
the
yeah. Okay.
that's one outcome.
Right. So, so based off, so for example, like, Square Enix is gonna announce this game, so that means the stock will go up this day, so therefore you should buy before then or something like that. Okay. So specifically here, he was trading information that is related to the new installment for Dragon Quest. So it's like he was trading just the information from Dragon Quest, like a new Dragon Quest game, whether it's maybe more about I think it was like what 12, 11. I forget what the new one is at the moment because it was announced, but maybe he had like new information about like the gameplay or like I don't know what the character is or something like that. I don't know what specifically it is, of course, but so yeah, he has been arrested and he's known to be the creator for Sonic, of course. He's the Sonic guy, right? But now something happened at some point, so he left the company or the Sonic team specifically, and then he started to work with Square Enix. Made Ballin's Wonderland, which we all know how that turned out. Yeah, and then over time, like on Twitter, I don't know, he kind of like acted a little questionable here and there. But yeah, now that this has come out, maybe it all kind of lines up now. So, yeah, I think maybe this is true for the most part, like that he is doing this and stuff like that. Because this isn't like 100% confirmed. I think these are still allegations. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what they're accusing him of. So that's the current situation of things. But it kind of makes sense with how people allegedly said or how they're let's say like people share their stories with Naka with their experiences working with him, like they made him sound like he's like an a-hole or something like that, or I don't know, just not good things about him. So maybe this all makes sense. So any other comments to throw in before we head on over to the next one?
If I could do a really good Sonic impression, it'll be that clip from the 80s Sonic going like, "That's no good," like just giving out
Oh,
PSA.
yeah.
Doing insider training to get ahead in life, that is not good.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. No, well, last thing I gotta say is Yuji Naka, more like Yuji not gonna work for any other gaming industry now. So, yep, or anything pretty much.
Because they cannot trust them with
You
any
can't trust them,
secrets.
yeah. You only work at an office or something like an office worker.
Yeah.
Without saying anything, like this company has Yuji Naka as their like desk worker, so in the cubicle. So how can we trust this company? I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll live off of the royalties or something like that for the rest of his life, if he even gets royalties from Sonic. I don't know how that works when it comes to video games, but yeah, that is pretty much the gist of that. So the true colors of a creator of one of my favorite video game franchises has shown. That is for sure.
I'm so sorry, Hawk. I'm getting distracted by your Pokemon just launching its ass into the air.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got that glitch. That was like 2 days ago or something like that. I forgot to post it because it was like right around Thanksgiving time. So.
Because I was like, ah.
Yeah.
I think if I was there, I'd be like, I didn't know this Pokemon's a flying type.
I know. Wait, is it Charizard? We have another Charizard now? Like fire flying?
It is so funny that that Pokemon looks like one of those 7 deadly sins in Digimon.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know who you're
'Cause that's
talking
what-
about.
I mean, I know I spoiled myself by seeing that, but I was like, that looks like a Digimon.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the cat is out of the bag at this point, but yeah. I did kind of
Oh,
spoil
well,
myself too, but I thought I thought lightly of it, so I didn't like take it too seriously.
Mhm.
But yeah, you know, the game's out.
I mean, I still don't know. Like, I seen Fue Cocos and Kush Kitty.
Oh
I still
yeah,
haven't seen Donald Duck.
yeah. All right.
Someone almost spoiled Donald Duck's one, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
I will kill you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Leviathan. Leviathan. That's what his name is.
Leviathan. Yeah. So Leviathan. Yeah. I think he's supposed to represent sloth or something.
Envy.
Was it envy?
Yep.
Oh, it's envy. Okay. You're talking about the Gatormon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Gatormon. That's how
Gatormon.
Yeah, Gatormon. Yeah. Yep, that's how I kind of describe it. But all right, let's get back into the front line here, and as Zal brought up Power Rangers, yes, we're alluding to Jason David
Big
Frank.
loss.
Big loss for the '90s kids sort of community because a lot of us grew up watching Power Rangers, right? And of course, in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, there was the Green Dragon Ranger, and that was played by, of course, Jason David Frank. It was very iconic since then. He also played the White Ranger. He always played like the sixth Ranger to an extent, but then he was I think he was a Red Ranger at some point somewhere. Twice. Okay.
For Kenny's favorite one, Zeo and Turbo.
I see. Okay. So
But for every 90s kids, it's these two.
Right,
Green and White Ranger.
The Dragon Ranger and the White Tiger Ranger, yeah, it's very unfortunate that he passed away by pretty much taking his own life. So it's very depressing, to hear stuff like that. But that's what happens with a lot of these iconic stars and stuff like that, or with mental health issues and stuff like that. Now I understand that Frank was kind of in some controversies himself, but for the most part, people liked him, and I know you had your interaction with him. You even had a picture of him at one of your Hawaiian conventions. So
yeah. I mean, when it comes to this, the person doesn't have to be a celebrity or anything. It could be your own family member.
Oh, of course, right.
Yeah. And you want to do everything to help them, but sometimes how I see it through my interaction with my friends, and one of them who kind of was on, I'm going to call it S-Watch. I don't know if he's still on S-Watch right now, but there was a point in time that we were helping him so much that the help didn't feel like it was working. So
Oh.
it kind of was like after he became on top of S Watch, then he started to get like what we were trying to do beforehand.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know what was the case with, the Jason David Frank, because none of us here, both you and I, knew, his personal life. We just knew
No.
him, from stories at conventions and watching him on Fox Kids.
Right, right.
So, but I'm gonna try and turn this now into a happy note. He was one of the inspirations why I took Kempo Karate. Just because of him.
Yeah. I think he was definitely an inspiration of sorts for a lot of people in the fighting game community as well. But like a lot of stuff. Like if you talk to like a lot of people from fighting games, they like if you like specifically like more like Western members of the community.
Mhm.
If you mention Power Rangers, like they're like, yeah, like I remember watching it, and a lot of them are kind of like that. So
Yep.
they definitely, of course, were sad to see this news kind of popping up. So, I thought at first this was like, fake or something like that. Like, it's just so suddenly, but that's the thing, right? That's the nature of these sort of events. It's just out of nowhere. That's what sucks about it, man. This was confirmed by his like friend or trainer. Yeah, it happened. So, very unfortunate again. And wanted to bring this up by co-star of the Power Rangers, David Yost. Yost. He was the Blue Ranger, and so it looks like they were like close friends on the set, at least to say the least. And he had things to say about it. So,
Yeah, because I believe it was Jason and another co-star that pretty much came to the defense for David, because if you read the backstory of what was the original Power Rangers, like behind the scenes, David did not have a nice time behind scenes. All because, David was gay. And, back in the 90s. But then he was bullied to fuck hell and back. And then you have Jason David Frank here on the, coming to David's defense. So, yeah, that's a friend that you always want to keep in there.
Yeah, that's what's all the more sad for a number of people like that were close to him, right? Because you got people like Yost here, like just being defended by like you were saying, having someone stick up to you.
I think the ones that really took it hard was, of course, David Yost and also Jamie Jo Johnson, aka Kimberly.
Yeah. I saw that too. Yeah.
Because remember us 90s, which I still want to hit my cousin for this. They're like, I want to be in a relationship like how Tommy and Kimberly are. It's like, you always want to fight monsters every fucking day and skip school? Like, what kind of life is that? I want to join. A teacher, may I be excused? Why? Rita just made a big ass monster. Right there.
Yeah. Just a number of people just had interactions with them, and then everyone. It seems unanimous that people liked him and stuff, and he definitely had like. Oh, go ahead.
And then like overseas in Japan, the original Dragon Ranger, Mr. Izumi Shiro, made a small video.
Oh, okay.
Addressing.
Wow.
Yeah, so So again, everyone, just because Power Rangers is the Americanized version of Super Sentai, you gotta realize with Super Sentai, they're almost close.
Uh-huh.
Like they're really talking to each other. Like and like this past Power Ranger convention, not only they had the American version of Gokaiger, which is Mega Force,
Uh-huh.
Super Mega Force in America, but Gokaiger in Japan. They also had the Red Ranger from Gokaiger come over. And so
Mhm.
you kind of see like how two different actors play their roles.
Uh-huh.
And I believe Mr. Izu's-san went to a few conventions that had David Frank.
Yeah.
Jason Frank, sorry.
Yeah.
Jason Frank. So they had prior interaction before this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah.
There was one other tweet I wanted to share, and that is this video with him hugging Stan Lee, the late Stan Lee.
Jason is here, and I'm not about to let any time go by without saying hello to my favorite Power Rangers. Hey,
Aww.
are they treating you okay?
They are treating me awesome, but you know what? Even more.
Wait a minute, Awesome Lee, it's an adverb.
Awesome. That's right.
Go ahead, continue.
Man, hey, how can I? I'm like, whew, I'm such a big fan too. You're a fan of the fan of the fan of the fan.
I
man.
gotta make sure that they're treating you okay. This man is the best. I want you to know that. I want you to give him the proper respect. I want you to later on tell him how wonderful I was to drop in and is everything going okay
Yes,
for you?
sir. Everything is going good.
All right.
Everything
You
is
need
going good.
anything, you know where I am.
I sure do.
You
I
need
guess
anything, you got the whole power of Marvel behind you.
Man.
Which is also good
Power
because
Rangers
there is
behind
a
us.
That's
Marvel
right.
All right,
Thank
I'm
you,
going to
sir.
let
Comic.
you go. I
Yeah.
don't wanna
Hook,
bother
line
you.
with the Power Rangers.
I heard
Yeah.
you were here. I couldn't not drop in, right?
Well, thank you.
All right,
I
treat him well, because he's my favorite Ranger.
So wholesome, man. So wholesome.
Man.
A legend.
Now both of them
Yeah.
are probably drinking
Yeah. Hopefully they.
mimosas up there.
Yeah. Hopefully they find each other in upstairs. You know what I mean? You know, if you know what I'm saying. So. But yeah.
Being escorted by Harambe
Yeah.
to the bar.
Yeah.
It's like the monkey the monkey drinks.
Two.
It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Two legends pretty much. Now. Definitely taken from us, man, for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Again, this year has just been like
Yeah, man. Yeah.
bad. Like it's
90s for
like, it
90s
has
kids it's pretty rough.
it has its moments, but then it's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you got Kevin
It's like
Conroy and then
Yeah. It's like that Shrek meme. Can you Donkey is the year 2022. Can you stop killing people? Fuck.
yeah. Yeah, man.
It's like some of us are still trying to fucking live. To go, to get through the day. But no.
Did you know this? Apparently Stan Lee helped bring the Power Rangers to the West. Is that something you've heard of? Is that something you think it makes sense, or?
I mean, I know that Saban had a lot of issues trying to bring Power Rangers to the West, and also Kamen Rider, but
right.
I don't know about the Power Rangers.
Yeah. That well.
Oh, he tried to bring his version of Sky Vulcan,
Oh.
which is a very, very old
Mm-hmm.
Super Sentai. So I guess, yeah, in a sense, he did try and
Mm-hmm.
back in the 80s.
So see, also,
Yeah.
I mean, well, this one I've heard for sure, that before Super Sentai there was Japanese Spider-Man. So
Yeah, so
yeah,
Japan, everybody.
yes.
When they heard of Spider-Man, they didn't know what the hell it was all about, and you just ran with it.
Man, he was the emissary of hell. He was the emissary from hell, Spider-Man, and he had a fucking big old giant Megazord of sorts.
Yeah, he had his Megazord. He
Mhm.
fucking used a
Oh, didn't he use
like
like
a machine gun.
machine gun? He had like a wrist gadget thing. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
wrist gadget. So it was like, which apparently in Into the Spider-Verse 2, I think it's part 1, we're going to see Japanese Spider-Man.
Oh man, I want to see Japanese Spider-Man.
Interacting with Miles.
Spider-Man.
That's gonna be freaking like.
Oh my god, if that's true, oh my god, I definitely want to see Spider-Verse, man. Oh my god. But
Miles is gonna be like, "Who are you? I am the emissary of hell." And just start,
Spider-Man. He's gotta speak Japanese, have the subtitles and everything, dude. Oh my god, the emissary of hell, Spider-Man.
you know, everyone that does not know Spider-Man from Japan's gonna be like, "The fuck is this?" It's
Yeah.
like, and you're just gonna see us.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yep.
Like, we'll be like this, and everyone's gonna be like, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
It's Spider-Man."
Yeah. Spider-Man. Man.
Spider-Man, you uncultured swine.
Yeah. Yep. And then you have Peter Porker. Yeah, Peter Porker. Interacting with Japanese Spider-Man. the emissary from hell, man. It's great. But anyway, back onto Jason David Frank. May you rest in peace, and thank you for your awesome performance as the green and of course the White Ranger as well. It was a memorable performance. Is something that will be dear in our hearts of Power Ranger watchers and Power Ranger enjoyers and fans alike. And may you rest easy, man. We wish for you to be here longer, but I mean, it's unfortunate that this has happened. So, but hopefully you can see Stan Lee and say hi to him at least. So, share a drink or something.
Where the puppy? Where's that Funko Pop? Found it. Yeah. Found it, kids. Now, this Funko Pop is definitely gonna be in the case after we move a lot of shit.
Uh-huh. Which one did you or were you looking for?
Here we go. Here's Lord Dragon.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Yep.
You got his sign. You got the signature, man. You got the old John Hancock from Jason David Frank, man. That's awesome. Yeah, you gotta put that in the case for sure. Something.
The only other signature I would really want to have is Amelia Clark, and I want her to sign my Daenerys one. because Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Do-do-do,
I'm sure.
do-do-do.
I'm sure. David Frank knew that how much people loved him and were inspired to do something because of him, thanks to him being the Ranger, right? The sixth Ranger, or the leading Ranger in some parts of the Power Ranger franchise. So that would, something like that, you would think it would help him out, with the mental health, but it's tough, man. It's a tough situation. It takes a lot of just support and a lot of things to help people get through, man. It's tough. But yeah, I mean, spread that awareness and keep an eye out for your friends and all the loved ones. Let me also bring up another unfortunate loss, this time with the Japanese voice actor. Kiyoyuki Yanada passed away. He was 57. And he played a number of anime roles, not as big as like a number of actors, right? But he voiced a number of characters in the fighting game genre, including, let me bring this up, I believe he voiced Jotaro in one of the older JoJo games.
Yep.
And he voiced the president in Guilty Gear Strive. Richter Belmont from the Castlevania
Smash.
Particularly Smash, yes. And then Mike Hagar from Marvel's Capcom 3. And I forget his this guy's name, but he's the sumo wrestler in Virtua Fighter 5.
Ganryu. Oh, I thought it was Ganryu.
No, it's Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Fighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That game still exists.
I believe he passed away via cancer, so very unfortunate. But let me double check on that before. Let me see. I think it says. Oh yeah, right. I think it's here. Hold on, sorry. Well,
Kitty, what's wrong?
I think it was some sort of illness or something, or that or cancer or something like that. So that's very unfortunate, man. Either way, another terrible loss, So he offered his sort of voice into the anime franchise, into the community, of course. He was also Andromon from Digimon Adventure, so that's another a bit of a somewhat of a memorable casting. And let me see, he was also Tessai from Bleach. Yeah, he did a number of like supporting roles for a number of these animes. Although he was Megatron for Transformers Armada, so that's a pretty big one. And then Akagi from Slam Dunk. Those who like the Slam Dunk series. So again, it's a very unfortunate loss. So I definitely remember him more in the fighting game stuff for sure, more than anime. But nonetheless, always sucks to see voice actors passing away. So thought I'd bring this up to sort of honor his work, because whether it's a big role or more of a support role, they're all bricks to a wall. You know what I mean? Pieces to the puzzle. You know what I mean? So I think they're all just as equally important. Just because, just because they have, some of them have more star power than others, or more time to shine, or whatever it is. doesn't take away the importance of each role, I say. Any comments for this bit of news right here from Mr. Yanada?
Again, this year hurts.
Yeah, man.
Like, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Not one bit, right? When it comes to this type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. How much to pay for whatever deity to reroll this year? I mean, I know it's late in the game, but shit, can we have a reroll?
If only life worked like that. But it don't work like that though, unfortunately. Alright, so now we can move on to the games side of things. Good old-fashioned game news. So this starts with a Nier Automata collab that not a lot of people ask for, I think. So this is an actual collaboration with Rainbow Six Siege from Ubisoft and Nier Automata, so this looks very, very strange, if you ask me. Of course, not like a true like 1-to-1 costume, because you know got the legs, right? Got the boot, got the rear end, the assets, if you know what I'm saying. But what do you make of this?
But why though?
Yeah. I mean, I play a little bit of Siege. I think it's okay, but it's not my cup of tea at the end of it.
Okay, is this just for the trailer? Like this whole CGI, or is it in-game?
Oh, this is CGI for sure. Not in-game.
Because I was gonna say, wow, the hair physics in-game looks pretty good.
No. This is definitely CGI. Pre-rendered and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with Yokotaro's mask. That's like super highly detailed, so no way. We're not at that point yet. But yeah, I mean, very strange to say the least. I did not expect Rainbow. Nier is kind of like up there with like Persona in terms of like just collaborations, man.
Yeah.
Although I'm kind of surprised at this point that Fortnite has not even include these two yet. And yeah, Siege was the first one before Fortnite to include 2B. But maybe that's because they didn't know how to like work the costume right to be, you know, more kid friendly. But now that, you know, Siege has kind of done it, they're just like, okay, well, we're gonna steal your idea, copy your homework, and make it our own skin. But yeah, very strange, no less. In other collaboration news.
Oh, I heard a puppy go woof.
Yeah, my puppy go woof woof. Fall Guys is...
Hey, shut up! We're recording!
Fall Guys is collaborating with Street Fighter, of all things. Cammy, Akuma, and Ryu are featured as costumes on 26, so that's pretty much like coming out as this episode rolls out. So, but yeah, another like kind of weird collaboration, but not as weird because Fall Guys kind of takes a lot of like popular franchises, even Godzilla, right? That's kind of cool. But you know, Street Fighter has made it in there. Any comments on this one?
If you're using the Akuma skin, every time he's running, he better say swoosh.
Yeah, swoosh. Or
Or if you input if you input reaching demon, you actually grab somebody.
That'd be so funny. Damn. That'd be pretty funny. I think. Well, oh yeah, they do have emotes. So I'm pretty sure they'll definitely have an emote of like the Hadouken or something like that. For sure.
That actually does damage or pushes you
It pushes you back.
people.
Oh man, people be so
you just see, like-
pissed.
Like you're at the goal line, you just see like 5 Ryus or 5 Akumas just doing
Yeah.
that and just gatekeeping people.
Yeah, there you go. There's the emotes. He's doing the Shoryuken and the Hadouken emote.
It
Oh,
doesn't
he even
come
does the
out if it did-
Tatsumaki, even though his legs are like
Okay.
really tiny. Yeah, see, you can
Oh, come on, Hawk. It's a fighting game. Oh, yes, this character's tiny, but their fucking hitbox is like
Oh yeah.
twice their length. It's like,
Yeah.
wait,
Can you
how
imagine?
did you hit me over there?
It's like fighting Yoda in Soul Calibur 4. That shit was a nightmare. Yeah. This tiny little guy just beating the shit out of you because you can't hit him because he's so tiny.
Yeah, he's actually taking out your ankles.
Yes. That was a nightmare, I remember. All right. We're just moving right
It's
along.
more of a nightmare. You couldn't even fucking grab him.
Yeah. That's the thing. We're moving right along. So, Pokemon. Yes, that's been out for
Sucks.
quite a bit. I mean, that's what a number of people have been saying. It sucks because of performance issues and stuff like that.
Yeah, performance.
Yeah, and it's not really on the Switch's end. It's just the game itself because it's poorly managed for sure.
Yep.
Great concepts, but poorly executed for sure.
Like, okay, everyone, let's get this out of the way.
Yep.
It's a good game.
Yep.
Just
Fun game.
horrible frame rate, and
Glitches and visual glitches.
Lots of bugs and glitches galore.
I would say though, people made a comparison to Cyberpunk. I'd say Cyberpunk is worse because there's actually
Cyberpunk
broken.
was worse.
It was actually fucking broken. Like everyone had the same glitch with that one boss at the elevator. Like there's no there's no way that no one passed through that clean. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because that was a universal glitch. So that boss didn't work. Like he actually did not work. Like he just like stood there and took it. You know, and so with Pokemon, it doesn't happen to that extent. Let's just say. It's just more visual. Yes, characters do fall through the world, right? But it seems like those glitches are more likely to happen during co-op mode rather than when you're on your own. That's what I noticed anyway. But there is still a fair share of like funny little things here and there. I mean, I got the glitch where the little ball or whatever that you play with during the picnic launched my fucking Skeledirge up in the sky. So things like that, for example.
And I think I had one. I don't know if it's a glitch or the world just didn't know how to process it. So I'm in the section, there's a lot of caves.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much in a mine quarry. There you go.
Yeah.
That one section in I guess area 2. Anyways, it's like there's like
hills
floors.
and ledges. Yeah.
Okay. I'm up here, so I jump down, and I go into one of the caves at the bottom. I see Pokeballs for items.
Yeah.
On the floor, pressing A like a madman, going like, I need to grab this. I get off of still don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, Koraidon?
Yeah, Koraidon. And the game prompts, do you press Y if you want to go back to where you fell, and I was like,
Oh yeah, no, it does that because it's like a I guess it's like a feature, right? Like, that's what happened to me too.
yeah.
So
But I was like,
and
but
more,
I'm on the bottom floor. I'm
but
in a cave.
yeah, because well, if you're just traveling as just the as your your main character, main trainer, whatever, right? You're as the
Yeah.
trainer. It gives you the option to go back up a cliff because sometimes you fall off by accident. And so it's just kind of just there to sort of like it's like a fail safe almost.
But I wasn't. I was still on Koridon. That's why.
Yeah, no,
That's why it confused,
yeah,
confused the fuck out of me.
right. Once you get off of him, I guess that still sets it off too. But it's just there to like make sure, like, oh, if you don't, if in case you didn't want to like fall off or anything like that. But the news here in this little tweet right here from Stealth is that Nintendo did announce that the game sold 10 million units in just 3 days. This is the biggest launch in Nintendo history. So, in Japan alone, it was 4+ million units, breaking Splatoon 3's record. It is the biggest game launch ever in Japan. However, much Switch hardware Nintendo was able to manufacture and send to retailers, I'm not sure it wasn't enough. Okay, so yeah, looks like the Switch itself is still kind of harder to get than it was before. Especially with these special editions, right? Like the OLED and like the what do you call it? The Scarlet Violet versions of the Switch.
Yep.
Those special editions are especially hard to come by. But if you have the hardware, the game itself definitely has sold way more. So it kind of goes to show, right? Even if the game is kind of garbo in terms of visual fidelity, it'll definitely still perform as a well-selling game. So it's just kind of like a catch-22 almost, right? Or catch-21. I forget the phrase for it, but like, if the game does well, it's like, well, who the fuck cares? We'll just keep doing what we've been doing, right? Which is to just make just shell out a game, even though the glitches and shit are still there. But it's like if you don't buy the game, oh, people don't want Pokemon anymore. We should shut down the franchise or stop making games. I don't know. That's like one message I guess I could send to Nintendo slash the Pokemon company. So yeah, it's like what can you do, right? So I guess the only thing you could do is just say, hey, the game looks like crap. Like, come on, man. You gotta be vocal, I guess, enough in the reviews or something. I mean, the thing is that, like you were saying, the game is still enjoyable. Like, I think mechanically slash content wise, I think this is the best one because you can literally do the fuck you want, right? You can do the gym battles, you can do the exploration, right? Beat the Titans.
You can be that one jackass. I'm not gonna do the gym battles. La 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 la. Okay, all my Pokemons are level 100. Let's do gym battles.
Yeah, I know.
You just see the gym leaders going like, but why though?
I fought Titans to become one. Very much. And then there's and then there's this team, the Team Star stuff. You fight the squad bosses.
How does it go?
Oh yeah, it's so stupid.
It's like so fucking complicated.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Such a weird.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and
yeah,
like up there.
Yeah, it's such a
way up there.
Such a weird like pose that you do for Team Star. That's probably like it's honestly like your initiation. But go ahead.
What was that team from Sun and Moon?
Galaxy, I think. Wait, no, wait. Was it Galaxy?
I don't know.
No, Galactic was for Team Diamond and Pearl. Because I know they had a G in it for Sun and Moon. Let me look that up real quick.
All I know is that the team from Sun and Moon
Yeah.
had the less complicated freaking like I guess like hand signs ever. Then you have Team Star just going, we are going to become a star.
Yeah.
And Sun and Moon is just doing this. It's like stop that, please. You're embarrassing everybody
Mm-hmm.
who's not even gangsta. That's not gangsta. You ain't gangsta.
Mm-hmm. Oh God. I remember I'm looking on Google's image search and I see Team Rocket's very highly detailed like expressions from Sun and Moon. It's very funny. Like they even had like they even did like a JoJo's reference. Like they're just like super highly detailed. It's so stupid and funny. I remember seeing that actually when I was watching Sun and Moon. I just busted my ass off just laughing. But anyway, hold on. Who was it? Team. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. Villain. Oh, there you go. Just click on this and then core series. Yeah, Team Galactic was in time. Diamond and Pearl for sure. Skull, that's what it was. Okay, God. Team Skull. Okay. So they did they did the hand signs and everything, like and then Team Star is all about just it's so dumb. It's so dumb. But it's funny. I remember I fought what's her face? The fire squad boss. It was like Maya or something, Mela.
I just call her your high heels.
Yes.
Mrs. High Heels.
The highest boots that anyone can get, right? And she walks like she actually walks like it's actual high boots, right? Like it's so hard to like move your knees and shit. So that's why she like walks. It's so funny.
like I saw the video of it on Twitter of her walking. I was like, this isn't fucking real. Then when you actually see it, it's like, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry that no one like had to animate this correctly. Was the model's rig not set properly? Did you not get reference?
Well, I mean, it's just time. This is what it is.
Yeah.
I
mean, they could have looked at like, like models or lovely drag queens wearing those type of boots to get like a feel like, okay, so that's how you're supposed to walk. Not like, I'm going to imagine how this person walks.
They could be really stiff. I don't know. They could be really stiff high boots. That's how I thought about it. I don't know. That's my imagination. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious to see that walk animation.
Yeah.
But
Which again, I thought it was fake.
I kind of thought it was fake too. Like I thought it was like some like fan animation or something like that. But no, it's real.
Yeah. Once you see it, it's real. It's like, oh,
you see it to believe it, man. It's a thing. It's hilarious, but man, it's kind of rough to see. In some aspect, to say the least. Yeah, and then the popping is just terrible. Oh my god! Like, dude, Pokemon just pop up right next to you. Like, what the fuck? So like, I'm just running along, and I'm like, wait, what hit me? And then like, you see like this tiny little like Rookie-D or something like that, and it's not even like touching you. And I'm like, what? So like the hitbox is just like unbelievable, man.
Yeah, like there's like times with the small Pokemon, like you see them, so you try to avoid them. So it's like, oh, I see you, pink. Like, how did you pop off from?
I know, that's exactly what happens. Of course, you get the moments where like, okay, you run into this Pokemon, you run away, and then another one just runs into you, and then yeah, it's like a fucking chain. of just I don't want to fight you all right now, but I gotta like cruise along to this destination or whatever. But y'all
My
are
favorite.
yeah.
My favorite moment was I'm cruising, and then you know like how some Pokemon they're in their little herd.
Yeah.
So they're watching you, right? They don't
Yeah.
attack you. They just have the question mark and then they just watch you.
Yeah, they're watching you.
So I'm like, oh, okay, hi guys, cruising along. Remember, everyone, graphical issues. Shit don't render properly. I can't see beyond the distance. So cruising along, and all of a sudden, a big ass herd of Tauros just comes at me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
remember, they didn't load in onto my screen. They just appeared
Yeah. No, it's bad.
like magic, and I was like,
It's really
like-
bad.
I was like, oh, I'm. He's like, I guess I'll die today.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
That was my jump scare.
no, fine. No, early on, those Tauros are a nightmare, man. Because they are just brutal. They are aggressive. They are big. And they hit you hard if you're not level high enough.
I kept like screaming at the Tauros. It's like, I'm not Ash. We're not in the Safari Zone. Go away.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's neat that we have a black Tauros now. It's a fighting type instead of a normal type, so automatically better than regular Tauros for sure. Just from the just solely based off of a type advantage. Yeah. It definitely has its faults, but I'm having fun with it. I'm like playing until like 7 in the morning or 6 in the morning. You know, it kind of just shows how fun it is. So I kind of wish there was like level scaling with each gym, so that way like you still don't have to play like in an order in a way. You can like pick whoever you want, you know. But it is what it is, and I'm still having fun with it. I like fighting the Titans. I like fighting the squad bosses. That whole shebang, along with the gym battles.
I already have my like least favorite character in the game, and it's the keep forgetting his name. It's the one that pretty much like abandoned, the legendary Pokemon. It's like, I don't like it. You can have them. Bye. It's like,
Oh,
I don't know.
what?
The son. He's the son of the.
Oh, Arvin. Yeah.
I really don't like him.
Yeah. Well, have you played?
I mean,
have you done any of the Titans so far?
I did the second Titan, and I did see the backstory.
Oh,
of
right.
This other.
Yes.
But I'm like still like, I still hate you though. Like if I was there, it's like, oh, that's so sweet. You're still on Jackass.
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of like
I like the mom. I like the mom.
Oh yeah.
Professor Sada.
Professor
She's
Sada.
like, yeah, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go over here now. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's also some weird like cutscenes, like when you first see the professor. I don't know if you have Scarlet, right? Or Violet.
Yeah, I have Scarlet. Yeah.
Okay. Remember when you first met Sada, and she's in her, I guess, her laboratory.
Yeah.
After she walks off screen, there was like that weird, awkward, like, did someone forgot to cut the feed?
Oh yeah, that little pause. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, I was like, did my game froze? Because it was just stuck on that.
Yeah. It might be just like, I don't know, loading in or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like loading stuff, but still,
Loading or something.
I was like, did she forget to cut the feed?
Yeah, it's like those awkward streamers, right? Like, all right, bye, and then it's like,
I know they're doing something else.
they're doing something else. They forget to cut the feed. I'm like, oh shit, I'm still.
I know, they're like, shit. They're like, oh shit. Like I was half expecting like she left that, and then you just see a Pokemon going like, just pops up and go like, eh.
Yeah. No, I think that was just an awkward, like just a weird awkward pause. I don't know. But no less,
I don't
no
know.
matter how much shit you talk, this game sold a lot of copies. And man, I really do hope they start, you know, doing things right. But I'm not gonna hold my breath on it. I mean, it's still gonna be a fun game. I mean, Scarlet and Violet is still a fun game, like we've been saying.
Yeah.
But man, if it needs polishing, if for sure, it needs fucking polishing. People say like, "Oh, graphics are important." I mean, why neglect one over the other, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
I think everything is important for a video game. Voices, sounds, music, graphics, story, gameplay. Like, I think everything is important.
Yeah.
Why gotta be like, oh, just gameplay, just prioritize gameplay, you know? Yeah.
I mean, look what happened with Babylon's Fall. They prioritize what was it? In-game purchasing, then the gameplay, and then the graphics was like fucking below the list.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, Platinum and Square. Whoever said that this art direction for that game was, yes, we're gonna keep it like this.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get hit with a Maxwell Silver Hammer across the fucking head.
Man.
Nah, fuck it. Yeah. I'll be like, who's the art director for this? I am. Okay, sir. Today we're gonna play a game. Do you know what Higurashi is?
Oh,
no?
man.
Ah, good friend. I know the best method to teach you a lesson.
Ouch.
Put your finger right here.
Oh.
Put your finger right here.
Oh, God.
Just put in this machine.
Yep.
For people watching or hearing this, do not watch Higurashi. It's an anime you don't watch.
Yeah.
You just acknowledge it exists and you don't watch it. I was the idiot that goes like,
I wonder
"Oh,
how
this
that
is like
aged. I wonder how that anime aged. Especially the very first Higurashi.
probably bad, but
Yeah.
those scenes are very memorable."
Oh, they're definitely memorable, all right. It's, yeah. A lot of crazy eyes, I'm going to say that much. A lot of crazy eyes.
Lots of crazy eyes and a lot of methods that you wouldn't want to do that on your enemy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's move on to news featuring anime, movies, streaming, and more. So.
After we just talked about an anime not to watch.
Yeah, I know, right? But we're going to be talking about Marvel. So this is involving with Chris Hemsworth or Hemsworth. So unfortunately, I guess he discovered something that could lead into Alzheimer's. Very, very, very unfortunate. So, now of course, this is just like just to be sure, right? This doesn't mean it's actually leading to Alzheimer's, but this could, right? From what I've gathered anyway. So that's why he wants to make sure, he is just taking a break from being Thor or whatever else he's doing and wants to be with his family. So that's pretty much the gist of this little bit here. Did you hear about this?
Yep, I heard about it.
Yeah.
And then I also read comments of people making fun of this. Like, oh, I'm suffering from a cold. Maybe I should take off, from work. I'm like, wow. Okay. When you actually do get a very serious illness, karma's gonna have fun with you.
Yeah, seriously. Yep. So this could be the finale of whenever the next Thor movie comes out.
Mm-hmm.
This could be the finale for Hemsworth, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and according to some sources, not just this one, but like a number of sources. Hemsworth is looking for another change in tone for Thor.
Which I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
We had serious Thor,
Uh-huh.
then dark brooding Thor. Then we had fun Thor, and then we had fun Thor again. So
Mhm.
I think it does calls for, you know, like we kind of need like serious Thor back.
Yeah, especially with what is like kind of like at hand at the moment. So yeah. We had our fill with,
Like,
Ragnarok and stuff like that, so
yeah.
yeah.
Like, I think when the next Thor movie hits, he should he should be back to like serious Thor and
Mhm.
go off, you know, with a serious tone, not a, you know, fun and dandy.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the end story of what is it, Love and Thunder. I think it makes sense. It would definitely make sense from even from a storytelling standpoint for him to go back to suddenly being the serious Thor again. Because like it's like yeah, he was that serious Thor, and then he was having fun. He was being cocky. He was being whatever, right? He's like kind of riding on a high horse, kind of. Well, then and then that happened with whatever happened with like Thanos and stuff like that. He should have gone for the head. Blah blah blah. Went through depression, right?
Yeah.
And then started to kind of be cheery again, like, hey, I just got out of this like got out of this like post depression kind of thing, so I'm gonna be happy again and be all fun and games. But
And then
then,
he has now a daughter.
yeah, pretty much like a foster daughter kind of thing now. So that I think would make sense for him to kind of go back to being the serious Thor with a sprinkle of humor that we kind of saw here and there. So yeah, a few comedy relief moments, as someone has put it.
Yeah.
Yep, I would not be opposed to that. So I definitely will look forward to that. And yeah,
And I do want to say, like, when it does come down to whenever we do get to Secret Wars, a lot of past actors are coming back to reprise their role. So, you know, like Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr. Secret Wars is pretty much the big multiverse
right.
like battle royale. So here's hoping again if they're gonna do this big ass multiverse like battle, you know, we'll see Chris Evans and Captain America, and probably gonna see Chris Evans in his Fantastic Four outfit.
Oh man, dang.
And hell, we might even freaking see Michael B. Jordan in his Fantastic Four outfit, and that will be really awkward.
Yeah, right. And
Which is
multiple
funny
Doctor
when
Dooms.
It's like, oh god. It's like, oh god, you just which I wouldn't also be opposed in the Secret Wars. We'll see Toby and Andrew Garfield back again.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll also see the debut of a live action Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales. Like, I would not be opposed to seeing them on screen. And it will be just like that fun interaction. It's like, Peter, yes, you died. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, well, in my universe, you died, so I took over. Like, wow. Thanks, Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then you see Gwen. Well, in my universe, you died, and I took over because you were the lizard. And then you just see Andrew Garfield's Peter going like, I was the lizard?
Yep. Yep. Well, hopefully, Chris comes out okay. Doesn't get said disease. Of course, it's very, it's definitely not great. I mean, there's been a number of movie stars kind of getting Alzheimer's and it's terrible.
I forget what illness does Bruce Willis have? Because I know he stopped acting.
Oh, I don't know. I forget.
Like he cannot like he cannot remember lines or stuff or communicate, something like that.
Just give me a second here.
Aphasia.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Losing, yeah, but it's pretty much losing language. So he cannot, like, he understands, but he cannot like communicate.
Yeah. That's just terrible, man.
Yeah.
To
So-
have stuff like that happen, especially to an actor, right? Where that's like obviously fucking important, right? So
Mhm.
trying to look it up here, but yeah, I mean, we've had a number of actors a number of actors stop acting because of certain diseases. I know Jack Nicholson and Tim Curry.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson, yes.
Yep.
Like I know Amelia Clark, aka for us Game of Thrones, Daenerys, she had to she almost lost the ability to act because of her aneurysms.
Oh fuck, man.
Yeah. And she didn't just have one; she had two.
Jesus, that sounds extreme. Jesus, man.
Yeah. So yeah, she. From what I know about that is that if they didn't catch it like soon enough, then yeah, she would have been in a very bad spot. But they caught it, and they caught it, even though she's kind of missing parts of her brain, but she's still like she's still good.
Yeah.
So again, that's a strong woman, right? She is the mother of dragons.
Yep. That's
More funny that with Amelia Clark, she actually took like photos and posted on her Instagram of like her like the post surgery. She's like, "Look at this!" It's like, like for me, I'll be like, I wouldn't want that to go on, like show everybody. But you know what? You stronger than me, girl.
Yeah.
You do you, honey.
Yep. Well, I mean, of course, we gotta remember it has not happened just yet, of course. But best wishes for Chris Hemsworth, man. Be with the family, spend time with the family.
Family.
Yep. You can never be too careful with this type of stuff, man. It just comes out of nowhere, fast, and it's very, very, very it can be very heartbreaking. And for some people, because it takes away people's ability to do what they love, especially with acting and stuff like that, especially. So anyway, it's been an hour, over a little over hour 30. So yeah, I think probably a good time to stop. But let's wrap it up with something now, like, give us some giggles, right? So I do have some videos of like glitches and stuff like that. So hold on, let me bring those up in a second here. Let me see. I think this is one of them. Oh, this is the infamous one with the Wiglet. You see this? Yeah. Yep. Yep. And then I think Wiggle used like slam or something like that. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was slam.
Yeah. That's so funny. I believe this is the original one, so it's from like
Speaking of like glitch, well, not glitches, but Pokemon in general.
Yeah.
Because I want to say I faintly remember a Pokemon generation when they went 3D. When you put a Pokemon to sleep, they close their eyes.
Go,
They
go
close
on.
their eyes, right? When they're sleeping,
Yeah.
right? That was a thing, right? In the
Yes.
past Pokemon game.
Yes. They slept with their
In
eyes
this
closed.
game,
They're like.
they're like this.
It's just dead. They're just like.
It's like
It's so.
It's like I am. It's like you don't even want to throw the ball anymore. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
You
so
just want to
weird
throw a
because
rock.
it's so weird because you see the Pokemon with their eyes closed when they're eating the sandwich. It's like so weird. So it's like, why would they omit that during the actual battle? You have the ability to close their eyes. It's like it's there, but why is it absent in a battle?
And also, they like on the field, you do see Pokemon sleeping and they have their eyes closed.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying, right? Like they're sleeping or they're eating the sandwich or whatever, just like taking it in or whatever. Like it's so weird. And then they're not actually sleeping when they're asleep, right, in the battle. Like what the hell? And then meanwhile you have this glitch. This is during like co-op or something like that. So it's so weird. So weird. Oh yeah, and then you have this one. I think it's another well-known glitch or something like that. Woo, woo, woo. Oh god. Again, this is a co-op mode, so
my favorite glitch at the moment. I don't know if you have it lined up. It's the invisible Pokemon.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
riding on it, but the player's character is like huge, and you're like,
oh.
It's still on the arm, like fucking twists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay!
Yeah. Oh man.
I think it's like if I saw that in real life, I'd be like,
Her fingers are also like weird too. If you look in the beginning, like I don't think they were straight or whatever. Let me hold on. Like look at that.
it's like they're bent.
Yeah, her like the fingertips are like bent. Looks like she got fucking into a fight with Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star or something.
Oh, she has what was that bone disease in Futurama?
Oh god.
Bonitis or
Oh.
bonitis, and yeah, that's
Ah.
that, right?
Yeah.
So I just like how is that Fletchling?
I think
it was
yeah, Fletchling, yeah.
it just flies through you. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
nothing's in here.
Yep.
It's all empty.
Yep. Yep. It's all empty.
There it is.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. The giant
I love that glitch. It's like
There was an artist that like drew like the students kind of just like standing at an assembly, and then you see all the like the glitches like from like all the videos like in that same drawing. So you have like the long stretchy dude and like the person like clipping to another person and like the person with like a weird arm or something like that. It's like it was so great. I think I tweeted that one. But this one is a very famous glitch as well.
see that's when that Chris Tucker line comes in. I don't know what you're feeding him, but he's too damn big.
Yeah. Yep.
No wonder that Pokemon just said nope.
Yeah. I'm going back in my claw.
Fucking nope. It's like fucking nope. Ain't carrying your fat ass.
Apparently, also, this is a very unique glitch. But if you have two controllers plugged in for Pokemon Scarlet, your character actually runs faster.
What?
I don't know how that works, but apparently that's a thing. So speedrunners will have a field day with this game.
Jesus Christ, and they say this game is fucking perfection.
And there are people
Okay.
who are still defending the game with the graphics and stuff like that. Like,
Or they go like, I don't get these glitches, or I don't see these loading these
Pop-ins.
pop-ins or like spikes and whatnot. It's like you are a motherfucking lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, bro,
It's like
did you
either
like?
you're playing.
So, are you playing on the emulator or are you like playing on the?
Yeah, it's like are you playing on an
Are you?
emulator?
So
or
you're
are
saying you pirated the game or something? Like, what did you do to your Switch or something? Like, did you like put steroids in it or something? Like, pump up your fucking Switch with like a different processor or some shit.
Are you doing inside trading that we don't know,
I know,
about,
right?
about new Switch?
He got the Switch Pro or something.
Which again, like I am waiting for a fucking Switch Pro to actually buy one.
Yeah.
Because again, you can tell that on some games the Switch is chugging.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hopefully in due time. But
I
right
still
now.
love you, Switch. But your hardware inside of you is like decades.
People are still buying the Switch too, so it's like Nintendo is just like, why not? I mean, or why? Why not just keep the
Ain't
old?
broke. Ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's the motto, right? Seems like right now. If we're still making money, we're okay, right?
Yep.
That's the thing. Ain't that a B?
Yep.
Well, either way, I think that's a kind of a better note to end on. So thank you very much for all who tuned in for this episode of the Hypecast. Kind of like a nice little like hangover kind of thing with the turkey, right? You get the turkey hangover, so you just don't have as much stuff to talk about, you know. But still like juicy little bits here and there, right? You know. Especially with like Yuji Naka getting arrested. Yeah. That was something.
Also, I do blame a lot of artists that I follow on Twitter drawing some of these Pokemons in questionable,
Oh. Yeah.
fashion.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a really
Sick fucks.
There was a really funny video. There's a really funny video of the Quaxley final evolution, right? You know, it's like a dancer, so like it'll have that movement, and then someone put like music over it, and it just fit so perfectly when that Pokemon was doing Hurricane. I don't know, the way it was like moving around and like the music kind of like just like syncing with it. It was like just so funny. I think I also retweeted that one.
If you did, it's a good thing I missed it because I would be like, fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because yeah. Have you wait?
I would have been.
Is your Quaxley evolved fully or no?
No.
Okay.
It's only in the second.
Okay.
evolution.
Okay. I see. There is some interesting evolutions for some Pokemon too. So that's why I'm.
Interesting evolutions, and
Yeah.
there's also one thing. I'm sorry, everyone who loves this game and defending the game for the wrong reasons. When you make a fucking sandwich, that whole cutscene of your character eating sandwich is so fucking weird that I'm questioning. Like, did they not keep the same team that made
The
Sword and
curry,
Shield,
yeah.
curry? That was like actually like peak. Like, this one's like.
It's literally like this, like this is a sandwich, and then like I can't believe that went through.
It's more dumb because I think when you finish the sandwich, that's a JPEG. I think that's a JPEG,
Yeah, it's a JPEG. Yeah.
and they're just going yum.
Yep.
It's like,
All food too. Like it's not just a sandwich. It's like all food. Like what the hell?
yeah, even the ice cream. The ice cream is like right here, and it's like yum. It's
Yeah.
like
And sometimes they don't even open their mouth. They're just like they don't even open their mouth. It's like, what the hell, man? Come on.
It's more, again, it's like more like, okay, we're gonna chalk it up to time, budget.
Yeah, that's definitely time, but damn, man.
You had less than like 10 people working on this.
I don't know, man. What's going on with that behind the scenes?
You guys obviously didn't keep the same team. It's like, but we are the same team. No, you obviously didn't keep the same team.
It seems to me like there's a lot more behind the scenes stuff with movies than there is with video games. Right? Like whenever it is a behind the scenes thing with video games, it's not as detailed. You don't get to see like as much like actual development stuff. But when it comes to movies, it's like, oh, look at this. There's a set. There's people laughing in the background. There's like people on the set, or rather off the set, having a cup of coffee, laughing with each other. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff, right? You don't really get to. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places, but I don't really see that much of that kind of footage when it comes to video games. Isn't that kind of weird? Or am I fucking am I fucking crazy?
No, it's weird because, you know, like with people breathing down developers' neck about do not do, you know, crunch time and shit.
Yeah.
And once they see like the work conditions of said company, you know, those people will have a field day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Like you get
less fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you do get to see like the mocap stuff, right? You see actors do the mocap stuff, but like I don't know, that's about it when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like consistently, I mean, right? You here and there you get to see like I don't know the Yakuza developers like with their computer screen and like have like random shit on their screen like potential Yakuza 8 stuff, right? But other than that, it's like that's really much it. And I'm talking about like behind the scenes, like yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I forget which behind the scenes. It was like a video game. For a video game. So they were showing the workplace, you know, everyone's like working on their computer and stuff. And most of these in some studios, you know, you have your main computer, then you have your side computer to, you know, like transfer over some files or stuff. Like it was like off in the distance, like you see the person working, but when you look at their other computer, they were like watching a Twitch stream.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, if I'm working on this big ass budget game and I have Twitch on, I'm not gonna be able to concentrate. I'd be like,
I don't know. Maybe some people are like that. They kind of just have some.
It could be like a white noise and stuff. But to me, it's like you know, click, click, click. Holy shit!
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh shit, whip, Control Z. Yeah. Shit, too far.
Yeah.
Too far.
Control Z. Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, that's how we really end it. Yeah, we got a little tangent, but anyway, let's end on this note and let everyone go. And we had our little turkey hangover and stuff like that, and yeah, so hopefully, also yeah, Cyber Monday I guess happened at this point, but hopefully everyone got what they wanted, right, with the graphics card and all that stuff, TVs and electronics and everything. Yeah, so
and your toys,
your little toys, yeah. So
looking at you guys, that's battery operated.
Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in for this episode. I think we still have one more left before Zawa goes on his vacation. So, right? Is that okay?
Yes, we do.
Yes. So we do have one more, and then we'll be on our little 2-week break after that one, because yeah, vacation time for Zawa. So, but yeah, we'll have one more. So until then, we'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Oh, Pooch is in.